sneeze.
Sorry. Too bright, 1 sec. Dab?
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm like the kids.
Hey everyone, it's Lauren.
And John.
From Hot for Food, and guess what today is?
Not today. Tomorrow.
Right, well I meant today's challenge day, but tomorrow's Thanksgiving for all y'all in the US of A.
They're so lucky. You get 2 Thanksgivings from us. One Canadian, which you're like, why are they celebrating
no one knows.
Thanksgiving before Halloween? And a second for American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so that means you got lots of ideas piled up on what you're gonna make. Maybe you have like multiple dinners you need to go to, so this is good, because we're gonna do the Thanksgiving challenge today. Don't show up empty-handed just because you're vegan, and don't expect the host to make all kinds of food for you. That ain't gonna happen. You need to be like, don't worry, I'll bring like 2 or 3 things, I'll be fine, and everyone can share, and then that will convince people that eating vegan isn't lame, because they'll taste your delicious food. Yeah. Anyway, rant over. So last time we did a challenge, it was the Halloween candy challenge. And that was a challenge.
It was scary.
It was scary. Well, what's scary is you won by a landslide.
Landslide, that's my biggest win yet, I think.
Yeah, 75% for John's orange chicken that was like crusted with pretzels or whatever you did.
Not whatever, that's...
No, it was really good. And then I got 24% of the votes for my apple caramel cheesecake.
Savory over sweet, it'll always win.
Yeah, you know guys, sweets don't do well on this channel. I don't know what it is. Like even pumpkin scones last week, just like creeping, crawling up in views. Like people want savory dishes for some reason.
Any Food Network show, any challenge show, when somebody gets a dessert, they go home. Because it's like, you can't put a dessert up against a savory dish. They're just not fair. They're not.
I've done it twice now. Munchies challenge, I made a sweet. Halloween candy challenge, made a sweet.
Lost.
And it's the thing is, because I'm trying to be like, oh, I'll make a sweet to like balance it out, give more variety. But like, I too also prefer savory over sweet. I don't even really like desserts, so I guess I just should never go there. And don't worry, I'm not doing that today. Sorry, pumpkin pie's not happening on this channel. We've done enough pumpkin stuff. All right, well, let's begin, shall we? Thanksgiving challenge. You can go anywhere with this.
Here we go.
I'm just getting started here mashing some yellow potatoes that I already boiled. I don't think you need to be shown how to do that.
You planned?
Yeah.
I also planned.
That's where we're at now. We're professional.
Well, there's some high stakes now. It was like at the beginning, and now it's like, I care. I really care.
No, but I think it's not even really about the competition for us. I don't think anyways, because it doesn't.
I just want to make a good recipe.
Yeah, I want you to have 2 good dishes, and that's the cool thing is you get 2 recipes in one video. So, anyways, we just gotta step up our game, which I think we have been. And what are you making there, Mr. Cauliflowers?
I have a secret weapon.
I hope you're not gonna use that on me.
Okay, I'm gonna take the cauliflower, and this is essentially gonna be my turkey. One of the things you miss out is we bring a lot of side dishes to Thanksgiving, but we don't really have a replacement for the turkey, the main component.
I made the Thanksgiving roast last week.
The roast beast is amazing.
Yeah, just saying.
But it's still not...
It's a main.
It's a main.
But anyway, there's another main.
It's amazing, but this is another main, and we're gonna see how this works out. Whole roasted cauliflower, but it's gonna be crazy. Just you wait.
I originally was gonna make a Thanksgiving sandwich, which is, I mean, everyone's seen those.
The leftover sandwich.
Yeah, except mine's not leftovers. Mine's like, just make it for Thanksgiving. Using mashed potatoes on it. I'm gonna use, obviously, slow roasted vegan chicken, but it's kind of like turkey, because it's almost like a dark meat, just this particular brand. Our gravy, mushroom gravy, and cranberry sauce all on a sandwich. But then just before we started this video, I was like, hello, Thanksgiving waffles. So remember how I kind of messed up those potato waffles in recipe and everyone said I wasn't supposed to whirl them through the food processor because they got too starchy? I'm gonna do a redo on that, and we're gonna mash these and make waffles. Then we're gonna put the turkey, the gravy, the cranberry sauce on top. No bread, so that's what I'm doing.
Waffle redemption.
Waffle redemption. Ah, that's annoying. So you want to hand mash your potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of vegan butter to this. Apparently you don't need any liquid though, because you want the potatoes to be pretty dry when they go into the waffle iron. You want to be pretty generous with the salt and pepper. Also the butter's salted, so don't need too much. I'm gonna crush some garlic into there. I've got some leftover green onions, so we'll just fold some of that in there.
So the first things first, I know that I'm gonna need to get this cauliflower all trimmed and cleaned up. So we're just gonna start by kind of getting rid of some of the gross bits. I need to essentially get rid of this so it sits flat into the pan. But now you got this little ugly stalk that's kind of living on the inside, so very carefully. If you go too deep with the stalk, this is what's holding the entire roast together, so you have to be very careful taking this out. It's like surgery. This is why I bought the second cauliflower, the backup cauliflower. So that's essentially what we want to get to, is just cauliflower now. The best thing for this is going to be to roast it in this iron skillet. And just like a regular turkey, it's going to be time. I think I'm just going to have to like roast this thing and just constantly keep basting it and dressing it with the sauce and really make it flavorful, because I don't want to cut into this cauliflower and have it just be nice and beautiful looking on the outside and then dry and plain in the middle. So it's going to be about getting as much flavor in the cauliflower as possible. So we're adding melted butter to this pan. It's got to be the base of our dish. There's no fat in this dish with all of the ingredients that I'm planning to add, so you can give a healthy portion of butter in this. To the melted butter, we're going to add some garlic and shallots. So the holy trinity when it comes to these like Thanksgiving dishes is celery, onion, and garlic. I think that if I add celery to this, it's gonna be too thick and I won't be able to baste it onto the turkey cauliflower. So I'm gonna use celery salt instead. At this stage, it's all about aromatics, so I think a nutmeg is gonna really help add some nice Thanksgiving joy to it. I'm gonna add half a cup of tamari. So this is vegan Worcestershire. It's optional. It's just gonna help add some of that molassesy umami thickness that we really want. When we cook down the tamari, it's gonna essentially do the same thing. So if you don't have it, it's not the end of the world. So we're getting there. Sugar is gonna be important to this too, because we really wanna get like a thick crust caked on the outside of this cauliflower. So adding maple syrup, I think, is gonna give us the sugar that we need to make that happen. So we're gonna thicken this sauce up with a little bit of tahini. Okay, I'm really liking where the sauce is flavor-wise. I don't want to do anything else to it, but it's definitely not enough sauce because I want this thing to be like drenched. So I might just go back and double everything. So I just quickly doubled everything. Now I'm gonna add in the herbs, some black pepper, and stir it up. This is like the perfect gravy sauce for this. Like, it's actually unbelievable. I'm gonna add this to the cauliflower as is. It's nice and thick, so I think it's really gonna coat it. So I poured it upside down because it's now gonna travel through all those little channels of the cauliflower and get trapped in. Okay, we just wanna make sure we get it in all the nooks and crannies, so I'm just gonna give it a brush. It's okay that it's all falling off because that's gonna just be part of the sauce, and we're just gonna put it right back into it. So the oven's 425. This guy's gonna go in, start roasting. I'm gonna prep all of the rest of the veggies and stuff that's gonna go into this big skillet for the final reveal. So here we go. Bye. So I've got a little bit of, oh, what do you think?
Yeah, that sauce is great.
So I'm just thinning this out a little bit for when, get out of here. For when the cauliflower comes out, so I can actually baste it on.
It's tasty, that sauce. All I have to do now is heat up in a pan my turkey, my vegan chicken, with the gravy. And I actually happen to have gravy from Canadian Thanksgiving frozen, so I just thawed it, it's ready to go. Once I heat it up, it should look okay. And if I want it smoother, I could just use an immersion blender, which I might do to get it thinner and more smooth looking. We're fooling all of you people out there that think when we say chicken, we mean real chicken. It's vegan, okay? It looks very realistic, it tastes amazing. All right, so this stuff is weird, gelatinous, but if we stir it up, it'll be fine. All right, my waffle iron is hot, so we're going in with the mash, and it's lightly oiled. Hope this works this time.
This looks insane. It's totally gonna work. I've literally never used one of these before. So there's a lot of this delicious drippings at the bottom. We're gonna take that and we're gonna glaze with that also. Really rustic. We've got like onions, carrots, potatoes all chopped up here, rosemary, garlic. This is all gonna surround the cauliflower, and we're gonna put it in for probably 20, 40 more minutes. So these are gonna soak up all the juices that are left at the bottom. There's garlic, there's rosemary, and all I'm gonna do is add a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, so we got equal parts cornstarch and water because I really like where this gravy's at, and I just wanna thicken it up without adding too many other elements to it. Okay, We have like a friggin' Thanksgiving feast on our hands. 2 gravies, we've got cauliflower, we got chicken, cranberries, waffles.
I feel like these go well together. Okay, so you're ready to, well, you don't have any assembly really.
Yeah, I assembled as I went along, but I do have one more piece de resistance, as they say. Do you remember the old school, like, turkeys that you see in movies and cartoons? They have, I would assume they put these little booties on the chicken of the feet of the turkeys because they think it looks like gross to have like the.
I wonder what, we should look that up.
So I'm gonna put little cauliflower boots on them. I think.
Remember, the feet are at the side, at the back. I mean, this is kind of gross that we're comparing a cauliflower to an animal.
I need like a thimble because it's poking me when it wants to come out the end of the cauliflower. Oh, there we go.
Okay, let's assemble. It looks like a turkey, kind of.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. Looks good.
It's moist.
Whoa. I like that.
It's exactly what I wanted. It's like,
Give me more.
there's some meatiness to it.
Yeah, we already know that because we make all this cauliflower stuff.
I think I did too conservative of a slice. I'm gonna go deep. I'm gonna go deeper.
Thick inch on there. Like the way we do our steaks. Sort of just falls apart nicely in a way though.
Yeah, into the veg, which is kind of nice.
Because you could just carve it and then make like a roasted veg. It just looks cool to present it that way.
So here's an innards piece.
I really like the tahini. Yeah, I would eat this whole thing.
Now the booties are a little bit comical, but I think they're fine.
I think they get it.
Wow. The best part about that is, like, that would turn some heads at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, people would love that. Also, remember I did do that roasted cauliflower on the blog. I didn't put enough stuff on it, so this is a good redo. Because that was thick enough that it got deeper in.
So the perfect amount where if that was saucy throughout, I think it'd be too much. The outside, the crust of this is so flavorful, it's crazy.
Waffle time!
Are you happy you did waffles instead of sandwich?
Yes, mainly because this heavy stuff on a bun, I think would be a little cray.
Veggies are perfect.
Having the potato waffles as the bun. I mean, it's just kind of a novelty. It's still mashed potatoes, chicken gravy, and cranberry sauce, but the waffles are crispy.
This is actually, I think, one of the best gravies we've made. Like, we need to turn this into.
Yeah, this is a gravy recipe.
It's so good.
Do you remember what you did so we can actually write it down for people? Get the wine.
Okay, why do we need wine?
I don't know, every Thanksgiving dinner you have to have wine with dinner.
You know what? We're probably dangerously close to 250,000 subscribers.
We might be past it. We might be very close.
So Thanksgiving to you guys for.
We're thankful for you for watching and following and sharing and liking and subscribing and voting and all the things.
I don't know who's gonna win. We gotta do the switch.
Why?
Oh, you already tried yours.
I already tried it.
Well, you hang out with that for a bit. Okay. This was a good choice, good use of the potato.
Remember, I messed up those potato waffles. Don't whirl them through the food processor. Don't add flour. Again, straight up hand mashed potatoes in the waffle iron.
This is like Thanksgiving brunch, which you don't really hear about. Because it's like everybody's so full the next day.
But how about instead of dinner, just do a brunch? Is that what you
breakfast
mean?
for dinner. If you just look at this before watching the video, I think everybody's gonna think you did that.
Oh, this definitely looks like mine and that looks like yours. It's kind of weird. What's happening? Twilight Zone! This is the best meal we've ever made!
True.
You gotta love that vegan chicken. It tastes like turkey because it's like dark meat. It's super weird.
You picked right.
I picked the right product. I'll link it below to what I used. Doesn't matter, all of our yakety yakking. You need to vote in the poll. Click the corner. There's a little eye icon. Out comes some cards. One is a poll. Who wins the Thanksgiving challenge? Is it my Thanksgiving waffles with mashed potato waffles, slow roasted vegan turkey, gravy and cranberry sauce?
Or is it my cauliflower turkey?
Yeah.
My cauliflurkey. My cauliflurkey.
Oh man. Cauliflurkey?
Cauliflurkey.
Cauliflurkey?
Cauliflurkey.
Maybe we should just call it a cauliflower roast.
Cauliflurkey. Okay, I got it. My roasted cauliflower skillet.
Nice one. So vote in the poll. Like we said, leave comments below on what you think of these dishes if you're gonna make them for your family. You have 1 week officially. Obviously, you can leave comments forever and ever. Amen. But at least, yeah, we'll get your votes in within the week before we post next week's video. Every Wednesday, we're here posting content for you. December is gonna be all holiday themed, so more festivities, more festive stuff. We got a good one coming up next week. And anything else you want to say here before we leave?
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.